We gotta talk, bro. Because we don't talk enough. You feel me? We gotta talk about how fucked up our parents' generation is. Which is the reason why a lot of us fucked up like we is. And by us, I'm talking about millennials. Feel what I'm saying? Our family, our parents, they had it tough. They had it tough. Niggas was forced not to talk about their feelings. Even if it was done to them on purpose. You feel what I'm saying? They still had to look bypass the shit. And I don't even think it. Fuck. That's why you gotta pay attention. Damn. Alright, we back, bro. Minor setbacks for major comebacks. I don't even think it was the fact that they couldn't explain what they was going through. It was just the fact that they had to shut up about it. They couldn't talk about it because their parents probably didn't know how to talk about it. You feel me? And our grandmas was so close to the era of just coming out of slavery that during slavery days you couldn't talk about shit because niggas wasn't listening to you. You feel what I'm saying? When nobody like, oh, I understand your pain. You feel what I'm saying? It's so new to have a therapist and talk to people about shit. And that's the reason why, as a generation goes, we fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? My mom wasn't able to talk to her mom simply because her mom, my grandma, had to do whatever she had to do to keep herself together. You feel what I'm saying? We had to do so much in the lineage just to survive. It's like, I don't want to hear about your fucking problems. I'm feeding you. I'm basically taking care of your needs. So shut the fuck up about it. I don't care how you feel. And it's definitely not funny. Because I'm a product of this. I've just desensitized myself to it. And that's another fucked up thing. We've held it in so long, we've had to keep it down so long that we just laugh about it now. Like it ain't serious. But it is. You feel what I'm saying? And I've healed to the point where if I trust you, I could talk to you. And I'm going to be truthful with you about everything. And it just wasn't like that for our parents. You feel what I'm saying? They like, you know, it's kind of like, it's kind of to a point where it's now I want you to feel the pain that I felt. I couldn't talk about these things. So what makes you think I want to hear you talk about these things? You feel what I'm saying? I still got shit that I need to work on. I still got shit that I need to heal within myself. How the fuck I'm gonna talk to you about what I did to you? I'm only doing what was done to me. Like I said, this shit ain't funny. But we gotta heal on our own, bro. We so used to our parents doing whatever they had to do to get what they needed for their kids. And because they had to do whatever they needed for us, They don't want to come off as what I did was bad. They want to have this certain image. They want to make it seem like everything was okay because that's how their parents did that shit. Ain't shit wrong. What you talking about? Something's wrong. You feel me? Suck it up. Put it to the furthest part of your mind and give it up. Cause I don't, you know, I don't think it was I don't give a fuck. Maybe it was, bro. But it was more like I don't know how to deal with this because I ain't seen nobody know how to deal with it. I don't know how to deal with feelings and shit because ain't nobody in my life ever dealt with their feelings. They always hid that shit, made it seem like everything was okay, nothing was going wrong, and shit was just fine. Which is why we just do that shit every day. It's like, ain't shit wrong when the world is fucking falling at your knees and shit. The sky is fucking falling and you just like, I could still see a piece of the sky there, so the sky is still it's wild, bro. But you know, as a generation, we can't sit there and be in our feelings about it. We gotta just deal with it. Your parents was fucked up, deal with it. And so in turn, we be fucked up to people and don't feel like, we feel like we gotta, what's that word? We feel like we justified for that shit. Like, so what? Nobody cares about your feelings until niggas start going to therapy and shit and be like, damn, I wasn't the best. But niggas don't want to hear that. They don't want to take responsibility for I wasn't the best. Because I was just doing everything I could. I was just doing what I knew how to do. When it's life is about learning new shit and being a better person. You feel what I'm saying? Not being the same person. That's why I say we gotta talk. Feel me? I know I ain't the only nigga that been through that. I ain't the only nigga that been through some shit where it's like your feelings are not valid. I had to make my feelings valid. And then I had to learn how other people don't give a shit. You feel what I'm saying? They don't care about your feelings. They don't care about how you feel. Are you getting ahead in life? Are you fucking doing what you're supposed to be doing? Or do you have a good job? Do you have good health? Do you have fucking... I don't even give a fuck about your health. Caring about your mental health is so new that our parents is just they like that's a part of the new generation. I'ma still keep on doing what I'm doing. It's tough, bro. I'ma just speak that. It's tough because when you do actually heal and other people haven't done that, you want to feel bad for them because you grew up like that. You grew up being sensitive. You feel what I'm saying? I'm reading this book called The Highly Sensitive Person, and so, since society tries to make it seem like sensitive people are weak, the sensitive person has thoughts of that too sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? And we all gotta heal that part where it's just like my feelings are invalid. Your feelings are valid and they matter. But now we've come to a point where you gotta heal yourself. And when you do heal yourself, you walk in your healing. And you can't feel sorry or sad for people that don't want to walk in theirs. Baby boy, sit down, please, and chill out. Nova. Excuse me. I'm at the point where I don't feel sorry for my parents. With all the information that's coming out, you just don't want to do the work. You feel what I'm saying? Your kids supposed to be the most valuable things in your life. They're supposed to be a priority until you leave this earth. It ain't gonna be like that. For my kids, when I find my wife and we do have kids, it's gonna be like that for them. They're gonna be able to talk to me about anything they want to talk to me about. And they're gonna be my priority, my main priority, till I'm dead. Our parents, they just want somebody, they just want to keep you good enough. They just want to have enough relationship with you so you can care for them when they about to, do their big one. I might be wrong, but that's just the way I feel, bro. Like, it's not my job to heal my parents. It was their job to do that shit on their own, but they chose to ignore it and bypass it with things that they thought were more important. You feel what I'm saying? You want to lay there and have kids, but you don't want to fucking take care of them the way that you are supposed to. You don't want to nourish them the way that you weren't nourished. You want them to grow their ass up and do the same thing you did. Suck it up, motherfucker. I went through this. I was strong enough to get through it. You should be too. I don't give a fuck what society is talking about. I gave you food. I gave you a motherfucking roof over your head. I made sure you wasn't one for your basic needs. And I need to be praised about that. I need to be praised for the bare minimum. That's why we only... Look, bro. That's why when we do achieve more than the bare minimum, it's a fucking accomplishment. It's a rarity, bro. It's a rarity that you get past your basic needs. It's a rarity that you get to do everything that you want to do in life. Just because you had the fucking gall to say, this isn't right. I'm gonna heal myself. It sucks. But you don't have pity for yourself. You go and heal yourself. And you show what that healing looks like. And that's what really got niggas mad. The fact that you could heal yourself and I ain't know how to heal myself. Then who the fuck you think you are? Fuck you think you doing? Healing yourself. That was my job. It was my job to give you love. Fuck you think you doing giving love to yourself, motherfucker? But you know what? It's all a part of the process. Imagine my parents did give me the love that I needed. I would have been a spoiled ass little motherfucker. And I could just tell because of who I was in my teens. You're supposed to do this. You're supposed to give me this. Entitlement does not start at the kid fully. Entitlement starts with the parent. And it don't matter what you do. There are certain actions that an entitled person has. One thing was my grandma taking care of us at any expense. You feel what I'm saying? She never told my mom no. And if she did, she might have had a fit. Fuck you mean you not gonna take care of my kids? Fuck you mean you not gonna take care of your grandkids? Manipulation. Emotionally. You feel what I'm saying? Narcissism. When you're young, everybody goes through a phase when they're young. You feel what I'm saying? Depending on how it was dealt with, is the dependent of the adult. You feel what I'm saying? My grandma was probably narcissistic. She probably was like, everything is all about me. I don't give a fuck about you. It's about what I want. That's why I say the entitlement don't start at the kid. Narcissism don't start at the kid. Manipulation do not start at the kid. It grows into, it festers because you held shit in. It's because you held your emotions in. And you had to figure out ways how to come up from that. And so you tried to do whatever you could to get whatever you wanted. It's tough, but it's the motion, bro. This is why we meant to forget when we come back to Earth. Because when you forget, you don't know what happened. So you could do better. And sometimes you do, which is why that's deja vu. But some people get stuck in the forgetfulness. They might have glimpses of, I should do this. This will help me be better. But society is not doing this, so why the fuck should I? It's tough, bro. And I'm just saying we need to talk about it. Because it's some people that don't know how to talk about it. It's a different thing, bro. You either built for it or you not. And you gotta come back to earth. You feel me? I ain't coming back to this motherfucker. And I might. Because my soul is different than my ego. It's different than my physical body. My soul wants to help. It wants to heal. It wants to nurture. It wants to nourish. It wants to care. You feel what I'm saying? But the self, the ego, and I ain't gonna even say the self because once you get to a point where you could balance yourself and your ego, your soul and your ego, the self becomes pure. My ego don't give a fuck. I don't care, bro. Especially if you know what you could have done and you still know what you can do, but you just like, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think, you feel me? The world gonna start getting to a point where it's forced to heal. You forced. You ain't got no motherfucking choice. It's like if you don't do this, you're gonna die. Period. It's crucial. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it ain't funny, but I've healed a lot of my pain. I've healed a lot of, what I've felt was not it. I've healed a lot of that shit. And so now it's more like I want to extend the healing. I want other people to feel what it feels like to love self. You feel what I'm saying? Right now I'm in a position where I'm just bored. I've done so much shit internally that externally it's just like go enjoy life. And I've like I said, I've done so much internally that I don't know what it means to have fun in life anymore. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know what it means to go outside and enjoy the grass. Even though sometimes I do. I don't know what it means to fully not worry about your funds and fully not worry about where the next something is coming from when there is an entity called God that provides ultimately everything that you need. All you have to do is trust. All you have to do is sit. Rest in the knowing. Be patient in the knowing that you will never lack. And like I was talking about, this is your basic needs that you will never lack from. If you live outside of your means, then of course you're going to feel like, why don't I have blah, 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 blah. You ain't going to never be happy when you live outside of your means. But when you understand what it basically means to live, you are happy. You don't have much to worry about. You don't have much to think about, stress about. And that's crucial because that's been the agenda of the world. You feel what I'm saying? The agenda of the world is more, more, more. I want more. What's next? Microwave society. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just how it goes, man. It's gonna keep going in that direction because we ain't healed. We don't want to. There's too many things going on around us that call us not to. And so we just like, fuck it. I could go on a little bit longer not knowing who I am. I could go on a little bit longer not really paying attention to the way I feel about shit and just going with it because everybody's going with it. I'm glad God did me the way God did me. You feel what I'm saying? Look at yourself, my nigga. Look at who you are. Do you really agree with these things? Or are you agreeing just because it's just been around you for life? For the whole first years of your life. Is you just agreeing with this shit or you really believe this shit? Be real with yourself now. You feel me? It's a crucial thing, man. More life to my people. More life to my parents. More life to my lineage. We hurt. We still hurt. Which is why we go off when people say the slightest things. We feel triggered easily. Because we ain't healed. We still got wounds that's open. Like when we was younger, we couldn't talk about shit. I'm the adult, you're the child. Stay in the child's place. Before I beat your ass. You feel me? It wasn't no conversations being had. That was real. I want what I want, and what I want is best for you. You better fucking believe it. Because if you don't, I'm going to beat your ass. Heal, bro, so you ain't got to hurt nobody else. I love you.